Hello again, all master number 11s. This is your April reading for 2019. The decks we're using, I've introduced two new decks for extra messages over here at the end of the main reading. And my pendulum, when I picked the cards, asked me to use these cards, which are the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. So it looks like we're going to need a little bit of powerful help this April. Excuse me. I've obviously been doing a lot of videos, and my voice is a little bit hoarse. I'm just going to take a drink of water. Sorry about that, guys. Back again. I just had to go away and have a drink of water. So we're using the Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main message. Two new decks to me, and I'm only just starting to learn them, which is the Dragon Oracle cards by Diane Cooper. I felt like I needed an addition to the cards I already had. I have a lot of tarot cards, but I had no oracle cards. So I actually did a course with Diane Cooper, and I am a great lover of dragons. I've collected them for years, which I've had to sort of stop collecting them. But I immediately became attracted to these cards, being as they're dragons, and they are oracle cards. So I'm introducing those in this April's reading for all the life path numbers. And also for another extra message on top of the main spread, I'll be using another new deck called the Akashic Tarot. At the moment I've been investing a little bit of time in studying the Akashic records, and they have fascinated me. So these are quite involved cards, and they're going to take a little bit of learning on my part. So just bear with me, but those two new decks, two new cards here, I will read them at the end of the main spread out of the books. So those are the cards that we're using. I'm not going to go too much into your setting your new moon wish list, or your full moon forgiveness and gratitude lists. I've done quite extensively in my videos previously, all about it. But if you're interested in, if you're new to the channel or to my videos, you can go back to some of my previous videos, and at the beginning I have explained quite extensively about setting new moon intentions and full moon forgiveness and gratitude lists. I will have, however, give a little bit more of the astrology for the month of April. We'll start with the new moon on the 5th of April in the sign of Aries, which is squaring Saturn. I'm just going to turn the music down here a little bit. It's a little bit too loud. So this new moon in Aries is squaring Saturn, which means a square means it's going to be challenging. The April new moon brings opportunities for honour, wealth, promotion, good friends and business success. But first, any fears, self-doubt or pessimism must be overcome with patience, persistence and hard work. So that's what the new moon is bringing to us to all deal with, whether you're an Arian or not. Aries are the babies of the zodiac, if you like, and they're quite fearless in charging ahead with new things, opportunities, all that sort of type thing. Excuse me. Sorry guys, had to pause the video again. I started coughing. I've had a very busy month this month, and I've had to try and get all these videos done in a very short period of time. So excuse the interruption with me coughing. But anyway, as I was saying, Arians are the babies of the zodiac, so they like to, they basically have no fear and they like to charge ahead. So this new moon is basically bringing up any fears or self-doubt or pessimism that you may have to overcome to move ahead like an Arian, so to speak. I'm going to go now to the full moon, which is on the 19th of April. Again, in the sign of Libra. We had a full moon in March on the 21st, I think it was, in the sign of Libra. We have a consecutive full moon in Libra on the 19th of April. So this is a very rare occurrence. Libra is opposite Uranus, which means your need for change, excitement, or freedom could make you restless and impulsive. Unexpected events and unpredictable behaviour could add much tension to close relationships. This full moon, on the 19th, also highlights relationship imbalances involving emotional support and love. Subconscious awareness allows for an impartial and balanced look at personal relationships. So there's a little bit more doing the Libran thing, balancing things out, and trying to find harmony in all situations. So as long as we can, we have that an awareness to be impartial and balanced, we can look at our personal relationships and resolve that tension in close relationships, especially as there being a full moon, unexpected and unpredictable behaviour always occurs by full moon. They say that more people end up in hospital or in a police station on a full moon than any other night of the month. So that's our new moons and full moons. I'm going to go, sorry, excuse me. I'm going to go now into a little bit of the numerology of the month. April is a 7 month. Now 7 is a very introspective number, and how we arrive at that 7 number is that April is the 4th month of the year. We add 4 to the year number, which is 2019, and it reduces to a 7. So 7 is a very introspective number. This is talking about working on the inside of ourselves, going within, searching for answers. And so once we've done that work on the inside, we can project back out into the universe or out into the present or to the future once we've done the work on ourselves. So we've just had, actually today, we've had Mercury going retrograde in the month of March, and today on the 28th, it's actually stationing direct today. So the effects of Mercury moving direct, being retrograde, we'll still feel the effects of that into the first week or so in April. It takes a while for a planet that's been going backwards to station direct and then to move forward. So that's the only planet we've had up until now that has been retrograde. I don't know about anybody else, but the first few months of 2019 have been quite intense, quite hurried, all this sort of type thing. And now we're coming into the big hitting planets going retrograde, so there's more to come yet. Like I say, April will be an interesting month. So we'll start with the retrograde planets. So on the 10th of April, Jupiter goes retrograde. On the 24th, Pluto also retrogrades, and on the 29th, Saturn goes retrograde. So we have 3 big major planets, Jupiter, Pluto and Saturn, all in retrograde motion, all turning retrograde. Jupiter, for one, is what they call the benefic planet. This is where all our wishes and hopes and all that sort of type thing, Jupiter is involved in that, or your financial life, all that sort of type thing. But I won't go too much into what each planet means for us. You can actually go into Google and look up Jupiter's retrograde and Pluto and Saturn's retrograde, what they actually mean. If you actually have done a birth chart, and somewhere on my page I've actually put up a site that you can do your own birth chart, print it out. You can see what planets are in your actual sign, what houses they're dealing with. So those are the retrogrades that are coming up, and Mercury is stationing today direct and going forward again. So we also have on the 20th is the start of the Taurus season. So all the Taurians out there, happy birthday. It's your birthday cycle, and we will also have effects of Taurus sort of season to deal with. So that's a little bit about the astrology. I always post on my page the Leo King, who is a very good astrologer. He's straight up and to the point. He is a little bit over the top, and excuse his language, but I like people that are very direct and don't make things all fluffy and nice, when I would prefer to hear the truth than seeing the world through rose-tinted glasses. He has a weekly thing that I put up on my page, so you can also refer to that. So right, we'll go into the placements of the cards again. I'm using the same spread that I've been doing for the last few months. I'm going to change it next month and do a Celtic cross for a change. The placements of the cards, I'll go over again. This is your past, your present, your future, your best path to follow, your environment, your hopes and fears, and your final outcome card. This card in the centre is the overall theme of the month, and every card pulls off of the centre card. When I get to your final outcome card, I will pull an additional 3 cards from the deck to clarify each row. So the first clarifying card will go with this card, this row, the second with this row, and the third with this row. I will then, after the main spread, read the 2 extra messages here from the Akashic Record cards and the Dragon Oracle card. I will read those out of the book. So now that's all out of the way, we will get straight into your reading. Here we go. Your card in the centre is an Ace of Michael. So that's your overall card for this April. Aces are always new beginnings. We will read what it says down the bottom. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So even though it's a new beginning, there may be a few bumps in the road, albeit with communication. Bumps in the road are never a really serious thing. It just makes us think a little bit harder of how we go around them, over them, under them, whichever way, to sort them out. Especially now that Mercury's going direct. Mercury is the communication planet, so hopefully with that planet going direct, we can clear up communication problems. So that's your overall thing. Very good card, a new start, a few bumps in the road. We'll go straight into your past card. Now this card will go from the end of March into the beginning of April. And it's a Major Arcana card, and it's called Decisions with Archangel Josephiel. That's that card. This card has been coming up a lot in the readings I've just been doing for this month. So it's a prominent card. It's prominently in just about all of the, nearly all of the readings I've just been doing. So if you can see that card there, there is Archangel Josephiel holding a birdcage. Now she's opened the door. most of the birds, all but one, have flown out of the cage. She's let them free, the door is still open, but there is this one bird still in the cage, right there. That generally is you stuck in this cage. This is self-imposed limitations. You are quite capable of freeing yourself and flying out there with the other birds. This is, I'll read what it says on the bottom of the card. Release yourself from that which holds you back and need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. That's that card in a nutshell. So it's basically, like I said, it's you have everything you need. You have the self-confidence. You just don't think you have to free yourself from these situations. Releasing yourself from that which holds you back. It's you that's holding yourself back. You are quite capable of flying out of that cage. So it's a pretty good card, really. And like I said, with these new moons and full moons, and being that it's a 7 month, we're working on the inside to get clearing all these blocks and things that are holding us back in life. So the planets are actually giving us a hand, because you've got a new beginning here, but a few bumps in the road. That could be the bumps on the road. You're not maybe so self-confident, but it's only in your head. You are actually, stronger than you think. We'll go to your present card, and it's the Three of Michael. So, Three of Michael there. This card is your present card, and if you can see him there, he's sitting on a rock with a person, and he's got her wrapped in his arms, and he's consoling her. Now that is the general message on this card. I'm just going to read what it says at the bottom. It says, release the past. You will grow from the situation. Time heals all wounds. So when I say he's consoling her, it's a situation that may have come up or is going to come up that you're going to feel quite unhappy about or upset about. But like it says, release the past, you will grow from the situation. Time heals all wounds. And so you've also got the lovely Archangel Michael, this handsome fellow, wrapping his arms around you and consoling you. So even if you feel like that you have to, call on this angel, you can. He is a great consoler. He is one of the most powerful archangels that you can call on. So something may have happened, something will happen, that basically you're going to feel a little bit sad about. And there's no other way to put this card. Now remember, these are general readings. They might not resonate with everybody. Excuse me. I'm going to go straight into your future card to see where we're going with this one. And it's the Two of Gabriel. This one has been coming up a lot as well. This is business partnerships, can be relationships, but it's really to do with career. You could be going into a new business partnership or stepping up in a partnership. But I will read what it says at the bottom. It says, make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible in important relationships with people who share your vision. So it's a pretty, how can I say that? Kind of means that, you need to be on the same page with the people or the person in your life that shares your vision. Maybe that's what this card about. Maybe this person that you thought you were sharing this vision with or this new beginning with has let you down, or something that has happened that it hasn't actually quite worked out how you thought it was going to work out. But this card in your future says that you will be making bold and ambitious choices. Maybe it's the shove that you needed to make these bold and ambitious choices. Even going back to your past here, and it says decisions. You know, you've got decisions to make. You can either stay in the past or, you know, grab this new beginning, even though it might be a little bit of a bumpy start. But we'll carry on and we'll see what this card here, because it's your best path to follow. We'll see what that says to, you know, what advice that card has for us. And it is the Six of Raphael. Raphael, if you didn't know, was the healing angel. So you've not only got Archangel Michael, you've got Archangel Raphael helping you to heal. As it says on this card, time heals all wounds. So Archangel Raphael is telling you, embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. So this card here is the Six of Cups in a normal tarot deck. This is telling you to find your inner child and have some fun, maybe. Make your life fun again. Embrace the inner child. New friends and rekindled relationships. So there may be new friends coming into the vicinity, and especially with this card, there could be a new person coming into the vicinity to help you out, even to have build a business with, or a future with, a life with. There are a lot of scenarios there, but it depends on where you are at this stage in life. So the Six of Raphael's come along here saying that, you know, you need a little bit of fun. There's new friends, find new friends, or it could be rekindled relationships. So maybe this is why you've been a little bit upset. Maybe you've had a little bit of a relationship hiccup, but this card is saying that, you know, the relationship could be actually rekindled, especially with the Libran moon, all this sort of type thing from last month, and we've still got the energy coming into this month. What I said about the Libran moon of this month is impulsive, unexpected events and unpredictable behaviour. So just remember that it's all to do with the full moons and that sort of thing. So it will pass. All things happen for a reason. So I wouldn't get too down in the mouth. Yes, it's okay to get upset and everything else, but if the relationship's meant to be, it's meant to be, and you can rekindle that relationship. It could also mean, you know, playing with children, people from your past, people that you've known in the past, like in your childhood. They could be returning, or you could bump into them and meet them. There are a lot of scenarios with the Six of Raphael. So any one of those could be your, you know, where you're going sort of type thing, or your best path to follow. We'll go into your environment card here and see where we're going. Is the Page of Raphael. So if you can see this woman here, she's got Archangel Raphael behind her, and she's sitting on a beach and basically having a little bit of a soul search, if you like. But we'll read what it says in the bottom of the card. It says, a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. So, like I say, pages are always messengers. So there could be a message on its way to you regarding a new emotional situation, or a relationship, or a social invitation. And it also could be your own intuitive insights. Like I said, April is a 7 universal month, and it's all about introspection and going within to find the answers. So that's your your whole of April. That's your environment card, so that's what you're dealing with. So it's just a heads up. The sooner that you start going within, the more sense life will make. Your hopes and fears card, a lot of Raphael cards here, is the Four of Raphael. So very strongly Raphael's on your side here, and if you call upon him, he is the healing angel. He can help you. I'm going to read what it says at the bottom. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. So your own emotions may be a little bit out of sync at the moment. On this card, this girl here is playing with, I think it's seashells. Listen, can you remember as a child listening to great big seashells and hearing the waves and the beach sort of type thing within the shell? It could be also saying to you that you need to go and find a beach somewhere and go and take a walk or a swim or a paddle in it, just to clear your thoughts. But yeah, you're seeking out other possibilities. Looking for the magic in life as well. There's always magic in life, no matter what happens in life. And sometimes we just need that time to go within to clear up our emotions, our thoughts. Sorry, that was just my dog barking. Hey, you naughty girl. But just be aware of your own emotions is what this card is saying. They may be out of whack at the moment, especially with these new moons. More so, I think it's the full moon, the Libran full moon again, that you're going to be dealing with. So that being a hope and a fear, I would say suggest strongly that you go and find some source of water, a lake, a beach, a river, a stream, and just chill out for a little bit would be my best advice. We'll go to your final outcome card, and it is the Queen of Michael. So the Queen of Michael, and if you can see here, birds are always messengers, so maybe you're getting a message again. I'll read what it says at the top here. It says, the Queen of Michael, brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. You know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than your relationships. So this is telling you that you've done a little bit of emotional work here, from what I can gather from the cards. You've only got one, so far you've only got one Major Arcana card, but you've got a lot of emotional stuff here to be worked on. So with this final outcome card, it's now telling you at the end of April that it's time for your career and not all the emotional relationship stuff going on, or that has been going on. So Queen of Cups, she's a lovely lady. She is very insightful and humorous, so that's what you need to get back to, being brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. So this is probably a good time now. We'll pull 3 clarifying cards. Can we have 3 clarifying cards now, please? Queen of Michael. And we have the 3 of Ariel, so that card's going to go for that line. We have the Ace of Raphael, so a new beginning. It's also a Raphael card again, so Raphael is quite a strong force this month for you. And your final card is the 4 of Gabriel, which is a lovely card. So this card here, before I even read these ones, tells me that any emotional stuff that you're going through, there's a time of celebration coming up. So if at all possible, especially if you get triggered by full moons and stuff like that, bite your tongue. I know it's quite easy to get into situations where we go, we've had enough and we can't take any more, and we're just going to go blah, 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 and get it all off our chest. But I think some of this can be avoided if we just bite our tongues and just go with the flow. It's okay to voice your opinion, but make sure that you do it in a calm fashion. Just don't let rip is basically what I'm going to say. We're going to go to reading this card anyway. I've gotten a bit off track here, but it's just kind of what hit me then. 3 of Ariel. It says, do what you love, a time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavours, working with others in a cooperative manner. So that's quite a biggie, that one, working with others in a cooperative manner. Sometimes we have to work with others that we don't feel like cooperating with. They can push our buttons, I'll just say it like it is, piss us off, excuse the French. But all things happen for a reason. So, but if you're doing what you love, it shouldn't be too much of a major problem. But you've got this new beginning here, and even your next card, the Ace of Raphael, it's a new beginning. This, this whole row, 3 of Michael, Ace of Michael, 4 of Raphael. The Ace of Raphael here says, a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insight. So, I'm sorry, I think my camera just froze there for a moment. I might just unplug it, see if that makes it better. So, you've got a new emotional experience. You've also got a new experience coming in career. This, with the 3 of Michael here, this could be something that you've never actually dealt with before in life. Something that's made you she is rather upset on this card, I'm going to say. And this might be a new thing for you that you didn't know that you actually felt that deeply. But this card with Archangel Raphael, the Ace, it says a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, and deep lasting spiritual insights. So I think you will work it out rather well. This might be only a fleeting feeling. I'm just going to have a drink of water. So we're going to go into your last card here. And the last clarifying card is the 4 of Gabriel. So if you can see that there, it's 2 people dancing in a pergola sort of type thing. And I will read what it says at the bottom. So it's time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome, or there's another word for that, from burdensome situations. There's another word I generally say from that. I tend to like my own words because some of them I can't even say. I get a bit tongue-tied, sorry. But yeah, I'll read that one again. Release yourself from burdensome situations. So this card here is telling you to have fun, have a celebration, This is social invitations, messages regarding relationships. This is, you know, finding the child within. This could be somebody from your childhood coming back. Or you might just bump into them. Doesn't mean to say they're back forever. But this card here is basically clarifying this whole row, and even this one, about this relationship here, be it business or be it romantic. It's saying time for a celebration. Abundant rewards for hard work. So you've worked pretty hard to get your relationships on track, to get out of this emotional funk, if you like. Remember, these are general readings. But yeah, it's time for a celebration. Definitely time for a celebration. Doing what you love. You've got 2 new beginnings in career and relationships. You've just got to work through this funk of April with these retrograde planets and the full moons, and just work through that, and just know that, you know, at the end of it, you know, you will have a celebration. You will have worked through it all. Being a master number 11, I should say, you don't always have the easiest road to hoe, but you're a master number 11 for a reason, because you do have this inner wisdom and knowledge hidden within you. So right, I'm going to leave the main reading there, and I'm going to go into our Dragon Oracle card here and see what it says. So this dragon here is the Aquamarine Dragon from Neptune. Neptune is a planet that is featuring at the moment as well. It's quite a big hitting planet as well. It's not retrograde, but the other planets are affecting it. So I'll just read what it says. What I'll do is I'll find it in the book first, and I will read it out of the book if I can find my glasses. That's page 82. Just bear with me, guys. Right, I'm going to hold the card up so you can actually see it. Actually, there's no light on it. Okay, Aquamarine Dragon from Neptune enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. What was I just saying? You're a number 11 for a reason, because you have a lot of deep knowledge. So I'm going to read about this dragon, and then I'm going to go to the guidance. It says, Neptune is a watery planet of advanced spirituality and enlightenment. The Aquamarine dragons from this illuminated planet carry the light of the universe, which contains spiritual information and knowledge. They will approach us and ask us to tune into them so that they can download this light into our energy field. This will enable us to take information and know how to apply it wisely. As these gentle dragons flow around us, they also help us to access more of our ineffable soul's knowledge and wisdom, and pass it to others humbly, sincerely, and honestly. They have the ability to pour liquid light into us, which builds our crystalline light body more quickly and enables us to shine. They also enhance our psychic development and enables our psychic chakra to open up more easily. We may find our subtle knowing is heightened after encountering them. So just be aware that you may have some vivid dreams, or deja vus, if you like. So the guidance of this card is, Aquamarine dragons from Neptune are watery dragons. They will flow around you, surrounding you with aquamarine energy and awakening your psychic abilities. Connect with them often. For each time you do so, they will light up more of the keys and codes of your true essence. This will bring your soul contentment in a sense of your divine magnificence, and you will experience higher levels of enlightenment and see your world and universe through different eyes. Your guidance is to drink a glass of blessed water as you tune into these dragons. Then they will be able to touch you more profoundly. So, pretty good card actually for the spread that we've got here. Don't forget, you need to ask them for assistance. I know they are mythical beings, just the same as unicorns, but they are on these cards for a reason. So give it a go. Ask the aquamarine dragon from Neptune to come to your assistance. We will now go to your Akashic Tarot card, and it is the Seven of Forces, Balance. I love it how these cards all work together. And it's the one thing in your spread that you need right now is balance. So I'm just going to pop that down and I'm going to find it in the book. Seven of Forces is 179. Just bear with me, guys. Okie dokie. So I'll just hold it up where you can see it. There's a lot of symbols in these cards. When I read them out of the book, you can pick them out of the card. Just looking at this card, there's the scales. But anyway, I'll read it and we'll see where we're going with it. This card reveals a time of harmony, balance, and justice in your life. A desk holds balancing scales, scrolls, and a stack of papers. Shelves of books grace the walls where a door opens onto a light-filled room. Upright, this card indicates that a time of balance is at hand. All systems through the body, through nature, and through society seek to achieve balance. Stop and consider the parts of your life that you can bring into greater balance. During this time, the universe helps you to do so. You may have to confront important legal issues. You may have to deal with paperwork of some kind, or there may be a need. Sorry, I've got to turn the page. There may be a need for legal action regarding property, inheritance, work contracts, custody, or divorce. Be patient and pay attention to details, as technicalities will be important right now. But things bode well. Justice is at hand. Take heart at the sight of this golden light that washes over the scene, a sign that all issues will come to light and that the beneficial and just resolution is coming your way. Justice is balance. Justice is balance in society, but the Akashic Records shows the just is not limited strictly to court or contracts and contract situations. Justice is reciprocity. Sorry, I'm just going to read that one again. Justice and reciprocity are energetic. So the energy you put forth now will return to you in the future. Remember that your energy production is up to you. Continue to be aware of your thoughts and action. Inner balance now leads to a beautiful destiny tomorrow. So, like I said with the new moons and stuff, that inner work has to be done through this being also a 7-month inner balance that leads to, like it said at the end of the book there, leads to your just rewards out in the universe. So you've got to do the inner work so the outer work, can manifest basically. So it's a pretty good card. It may pay to rewind this video and watch it a few times, especially when I read out of the books, because the information the first time doesn't always sink in, but there's a few messages there that may resonate with you. And I think that card fits in with the spread beautifully. Well, guys, it's an interesting month and it's an interesting read. Let me know how you go. I'm going to leave it there. So I'm going to wish you an aquamarine dragon from Neptune, April. Call upon him and let me know how you go. So up to you guys. Your April's pretty intense. But if you need any more help or assistance, you can always contact me at my page, Sun Moon Tarot Numerology, or contact me through my website, sunmoontarot.co.nz, and book an appointment and we can work with your own energies. So I wish you all very well for the month of April. Until then, we shall talk again next month.